Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're diving into something a little different.
And this one, oh boy, it's a whole different ballgame. A fancy restaurant on Isla Nova. Talk about a change of scenery.
I can't wait to hear about this.
I mean, that kiss in the greenhouse,
Yeah.
it really makes you wonder if Shaylynn's starting to let go a little, you know? But,
Yeah.
we'll see in this next date.
Okay.
Things aren't always so simple.
So, date number 3.
All right, date number 3. So where are we in the Jurassic Park timeline?
Well, we're on Isla Nova,
Okay.
and this is shortly after that incident called Plants en Folie.
Right. Crazy plants.
Yeah, exactly.
So both Shaylynn and Cole, they've been transferred here to this new project, but it seems like there's a lot more going on behind the scenes.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, let's start with Shaylynn.
Okay.
She's living this double life.
Oh.
Yeah, she's working for InGen, but she's secretly feeding information to their rival, Biosyn. And she's even using Cole, who again is head over heels for her, to get closer to InGen's secrets.
I mean, it's classic using attraction as a weapon.
It really is.
But Shaylynn, she's not just a cold-hearted spy.
No.
The sources also show that she's struggling with her feelings for her boyfriend, Noah.
Yeah.
He's starting to get suspicious of her relationship with Cole.
Understandably so.
Right. And it's putting a real strain on their relationship. Noah drops a bombshell during their argument.
With that.
He tells her he's going to talk to Lewis about pulling her out of the mission.
Seriously.
Yeah, and this sends Shaylynn into a complete panic.
Why?
Well, for one thing, she can't afford to lose her position at Jurassic Park. Her father was ruined by Jurassic Park.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
This is her chance to, reclaim what he lost.
And prove herself. So she's really stuck.
Oh, she is between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, if she keeps going with the mission, she risks losing Noah.
But if she pulls out, she loses her chance to make a name for herself.
And fulfill her father's legacy. I can't even imagine trying to balance all that.
Right. She's got the pressure from Biosyn to deliver her feelings for Noah.
Yeah, and not to mention...
Oh, yeah, and trying to navigate all these personalities at work.
Exactly. She's dealing with colleagues at InGen who, let's just say, aren't the easiest to work with.
Right, and we know she's got a demanding handler at Biosyn.
Plus a suspicious boyfriend thousands of miles away.
It's no wonder she feels isolated.
Not at all. And that feeling of isolation, I think it's really key to understanding her choices.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. She mentions this other Biosyn agent, Cameron, who has disappeared.
Yeah.
And it's clearly shaken her up.
That's gotta be tough.
So without Noah, and now without Cameron, she's really only got her handler at Biosyn. So she's becoming more and more dependent on him and on the mission's success.
Yeah, I see what you mean. And just when she thinks it can't get any worse, she gets a call from Lewis, her handler at Biosyn.
Ugh.
Yeah, he informs her that he just spoke to Noah. He tells her that he'll be her sole contact from now on.
Wow.
And he even congratulates her on making the right decision.
But she didn't make a decision.
Exactly. She's completely blindsided.
Oh, man.
Noah's cut her off, and now she's even more isolated.
With only Lewis to turn to.
Talk about bad timing. Seriously.
Right. She's got this relationship drama, and then her boss at Biosyn,
Arthur Lewis.
Arthur Lewis, just drops a bomb.
Drops a bomb on her.
Like, Noah's out of the picture.
At least for now.
At least for now, right?
Right.
And Lewis is just so cold and calculating.
Oh, he's so icy?
He's isolating her.
Yeah.
Like, removing her support system.
Uh-huh.
And just tightening his control over her.
It's a power play.
It is.
Like he's ensuring her loyalty
yes.
to Biosyn and to the mission.
To their mission.
Right.
Right. So Shaylynn is alone, betrayed,
totally
unsure who to trust.
It really drives home that theme of isolation we talked about earlier.
It does.
Remember how she mentioned the loss of Cameron?
Yeah, the other Biosyn agent.
It clearly had a big impact on her.
Yeah.
So now, without Noah and Cameron, she's really adrift.
Just Lewis pulling the strings.
It's kind of unsettling, isn't it?
And she's carrying all that emotional baggage,
Yeah.
It's keeping her from opening up to Cole.
Classic case of the past, messing with the present.
Right.
She won't share personal stuff. She's guarded, all signs pointing to a fear of getting hurt, letting someone in.
And Cole, he keeps trying.
Bless his heart, he's really trying. Cole is just blissfully unaware.
Oh, yeah. He is just caught up in this whirlwind of infatuation.
He seems like a genuinely good guy.
Oh, absolutely.
But his eagerness to impress Shaylynn, it sometimes comes off as a little awkward.
Especially in those upscale settings.
Oh, totally. Like, remember that incident back on Isla Nublar?
Oh, yeah.
When he relied on his friend Josh, who works security, to get Shaylynn's work schedule.
Just so he could bump into her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about going the extra mile.
Right.
It just shows how far he's willing to go to be near her.
He really is out of his depth in this world of corporate schemes.
Yeah.
Which honestly makes him even more endearing.
It really does.
But then Cole decides to take Shaélynn to this super fancy seafood restaurant.
Oh, trying to impress her.
Totally. It's called, get this, L'Océan Perdu,
What does that even mean?
the Lost Ocean.
Wow.
It's a little on the nose, don't you think?
You know, the name itself is kind of intriguing.
How so?
Well, the Lost Ocean, it mirrors the disconnect between them.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, Cole is lost in his feelings for Shaélynn,
Mhm.
and she's lost in this web of deception. It creates this chasm of misunderstanding between them.
You are so right. And the date itself, oh, it is full of these hilarious moments
Oh, I bet.
of awkwardness and miscommunication.
This is where Cole's, true colors shine.
Yeah.
He dresses up, he picks this high-end restaurant,
Yeah.
clearly wants to impress her,
Yeah.
wants to make it special,
Yeah.
remembers that she doesn't like crowds,
Uh-huh.
so he gets a secluded table.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Right. It's like that thoughtfulness. You can't fake that.
You can't fake that.
Ew.
He's trying so hard to lift her spirits, and Cole is going all out
Oh, of course he is.
to impress her.
It's like the setting itself is a statement,
Totally. Yeah.
Not just takeout anymore. This is fine dining,
Yeah.
taking things to a whole new level of romance.
Yeah, he's all dressed up. He got there early.
Mm-hmm.
And he's noticing all the little differences between Isla Nova and Isla Nublar. He's trying to share this new experience with her, create a special memory,
But here's the thing. Something feels off.
Yeah, what is it?
Shaélynn shows up late,
Uh-oh.
and she just seems distracted,
Really?
totally lost in her own thoughts. That spark we saw in the greenhouse,
Yeah.
gone.
It's like she's not really there.
Physically present, but mentally
Uh,
miles away. I bet Cole is so confused. He's
Yeah.
probably getting frustrated, too, trying to connect with her.
I think this is where Shaylin's deeper personality comes into play.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well, you've got Cole. He's trying so hard to create this romantic atmosphere,
Mm-hmm.
but he's so clearly uncomfortable in this fancy setting. And Shaélynn is totally preoccupied her work and this fight she had with Noah,
Right.
so she's not really present. And then, to break the ice, he tries to vent about his colleague, Belina and Aaron. They gave him a hard time earlier that day.
Poor guy.
I know, right? Like, Cole, you had one job.
Be charming.
Exactly. But I think he was trying to make Shaélynn feel comfortable.
By sharing his frustrations.
Yeah. But Shaélynn totally misinterprets it. She thinks he's just being negative. It's funny,
Mm-hmm.
but also kind of sad.
Yeah, I can see that.
He's trying to connect, and she's just too wrapped up in her own world to see it.
Right.
So Cole, he sees Shaélynn pulling away,
Yeah.
and he tries something new.
What's that?
He asks about her life in England. Like he's trying for a real connection, something deeper.
That's good. He's switching tactics.
But Shaélynn,
Mm.
she just deflects the question. She's not ready to let him in.
It makes you think, doesn't it? Is her ambition, her need to succeed, stronger than her desire for love and connection?
Wow, that's deep.
And this disconnect, it just keeps growing as the night goes on.
Oh, how so?
Well, maybe it was the wine or just being around Shaélynn,
Mm-hmm.
but Cole opens up about his past.
Oh.
Yeah, he talks about burnout and his struggles with his guiding business.
Wow, that's pretty personal.
It is. It's a side of him we haven't really seen before.
Yeah, it's a turning point.
I agree. We finally see this vulnerability.
And it seems to affect Shaélynn.
Oh, yeah. You can almost see the guilt.
It's like she's realizing that this is more than just a game to him.
Yeah.
And she's starting to feel the weight of her deception.
So, is she going to come clean?
Well,
Not quite. So what happens next? So after that awkward dinner, they take a walk on the beach.
oh, romantic.
And this is where things start to shift a little bit.
Interesting.
The tension seems to ease, and they have a genuine moment of connection.
Yeah, it's almost as if the vastness of the ocean and the starlit sky create this space where they can be more open
Right?
and vulnerable with each other.
Yeah.
But even in that moment of closeness,
Yeah.
there are hints of Shaylin's internal struggle.
Oh, absolutely. Well, Cole, being a little tipsy, tries to playfully throw Shaélynn into the water.
Oh boy, how'd that go?
I mean, it's a moment of levity,
Yeah,
but it also highlights this power imbalance between them.
right.
Cole's carefree, having fun, and Shaélynn is just burdened by her secrets.
Makes sense. You can see it.
Yeah.
You see her facade just crack a little bit. Like she's surprised by his honesty.
Yeah.
By how much he cares.
And maybe by how she feels about it, too.
Maybe so.
It's so different from that dinner conversation.
Oh, right.
That was so strained.
It was.
And now they're just walking along the beach.
In silence.
Yeah, just comfortable silence.
Yeah, and the tension is gone.
Yeah, it's replaced with this, like, understanding.
This quiet understanding.
Yeah.
Then where do they go?
Well, they head back to Shaylynn's bungalow. Cole is staying, because his key is broken.
Conveniently broken.
Very conveniently broken.
I bet the tension is just thick enough to cut with a knife.
Oh, it is. But before we go there,
Yeah.
let's take stock of what we've learned so far about these two.
Yeah.
We've seen the chemistry, the connection, but there's also this underlying conflict.
There is, yeah. It's like we have Cole head over heels and really putting himself out there.
Yeah.
While Shaylynn is holding back, dealing with baggage from her past.
Right, and maybe even her own ambitions are getting in the way.
It's almost like they're speaking different languages, relationship-wise.
And it's really fascinating.
What?
How their own personal struggles play out against this crazy Jurassic Park backdrop.
Oh, yeah. It's not just a typical love story, is it?
Not at all. It's about how they handle their lives, their relationship with dinosaurs and danger lurking around every corner.
It really makes you think, what would it be like to work in a place like that?
I know, right?
The wonder of seeing dinosaurs every day, but also knowing that at any moment.
Things could go south.
Exactly. How do you balance that with wanting love, connection?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Can love truly thrive in such a, chaotic environment?
Right.
Cole seems to think so. He's drawn to Shaylynn's strength, her intelligence.
Yeah, he's into her.
He is. And he's willing to overlook her emotional distance, hoping she'll come around eventually.
But I don't know, her reactions, her hesitation.
I get it.
Make you wonder if she's even capable of letting go. Remember what she said about disliking messy colleagues? That wasn't just about tidiness.
No, it was deeper than that.
It was about control.
Control.
Keeping her emotions in check.
I think that need for control is a big part of who she is.
You think so?
It's probably from her science background, her drive to succeed in a field dominated by men.
That makes sense.
And maybe even a way of coping with Jurassic Park itself, with all the unpredictability.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's like she's built this wall around herself.
Yeah.
And Cole, with his spontaneous, emotional nature, he's struggling to break through.
It's classic opposites attract, but will it actually work?
And that leads us to
The big moment.
the big turning point.
To this deep dive.
Their decision to sleep together.
Yes.
It's so complex.
It's complex.
The motivations on both sides.
Right.
And it could have massive repercussions.
It could.
Yeah.
It's a huge turning point in their relationship.
It is.
And figuring out why they do it
Yeah,
is key to understanding what comes next.
for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
But let's get back to Shaylynn's decision.
To sleep with Cole.
Yeah.
Because it's not simple.
It's complicated.
There's a lot behind it. And remember, she told both Noah and Lewis
Right.
it wouldn't happen.
That it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
That fight with Noah,
Uh-huh.
it has to be a factor.
That's absolutely. The hurt, the anger.
Yeah, all those accusations.
The control.
Yeah.
Maybe it's her taking back control.
Like, you don't get to decide what I do, Noah.
Right. But there's also Lewis.
Oh, yeah. And his manipulation.
Who's isolated her,
Yeah.
taken away her support.
She's vulnerable.
So vulnerable.
And Cole is there.
Offering comfort,
Yeah.
attention, affection.
And he's been so kind
He has.
the whole night
Yeah, even when she was distant.
when she was pushing him away.
Uh-huh. And that's got to be powerful for her.
Right.
Like, she sees him as a safe space.
Safe.
So away from all this scheming.
Yeah.
It might be a moment of weakness,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's also a moment of wanting connection.
Yes, a real connection.
Human connection.
And it definitely changes things
Oh, yeah.
between them.
Power dynamic shifts.
Yeah. Yeah, their relationship is more complicated now.
More blurred lines.
It's a lot.
It is. So think about this.
Okay.
How much of Shaylynn's decision was actually about Cole?
Yeah.
And how much was her playing the game?
Because she is there to sabotage Ingen.
Right. Don't forget that.
For biosyn,
She's a spy.
a corporate spy.
Yeah. Makes her character so interesting.
It does. She's smart,
Yeah.
capable.
Yeah.
She's charming.
But she's deceiving everyone.
She's using Cole.
Yeah.
Can she even separate her feelings from the mission?
Or will her emotions mess everything up
Now that things have changed.
now that they've crossed that line?
Exactly. And Cole, I mean, he is falling for her,
Oh, yeah.
but he's also starting to see those cracks in her facade.
Those little inconsistencies.
And then she avoids his questions
about her past.
about her past.
Those are red flags.
They are.
He can't ignore them.
No. Is this real?
Exactly.
What do you think? Will he actually confront her?
Ooh, good question.
Or will his feelings
Yeah.
just blind him to the truth?
It's possible.
Because what if he finds out
About her mission.
about Biosyn?
About everything.
How will he react?
Right. Betrayal? Hurt?
Anger?
Maybe he understands.
You think so?
It's possible. Maybe he sees her as a victim
Okay, yeah.
of the corporation.
A pawn. That's a big question for them.
It is.
It really shows how fragile trust is.
Especially when it's built on lies.
Secrets.
Yeah, truth.
Put yourself in Cole's shoes for a second.
Ooh, yeah.
The person you love
You think you love.
has been using you.
Ouch.
Right.
That's gotta hurt.
And how Shaélynn reacts
To his reaction.
will be key.
Right. Will she just lie more?
To protect your mission,
Or will she tell him the truth?
risk it all.
For a real connection.
Wow.
This is intense.
It is, and it's all happening
On Isla Nublar.
on Island Nova
Isla Nova, sorry.
with dinosaurs
You know?
everywhere.
Which is just like their relationship.
Unpredictable.
Dangerous. Beautiful,
but deadly.
yeah.
You can't forget about
So
that.
it makes you think,
Yeah.
can they find happiness
In this place.
with all the chaos?
With all the secrets.
Right. Can their relationship even survive this?
Especially with all their baggage.
Exactly. So, as we wrap up our deep dive today,
Yeah.
what do you think will happen?
To Shaélynn and Cole.
Will they make it?
Will their connection survive?
Well, will they find a way?
To be together?
Against all odds.
Will Shaélynn finally let go and fall for Cole? Will Cole get tired of waiting and find someone else? Will Jurassic Park bring them closer together or tear them apart?
These are the questions our listeners have to answer for themselves.
We've given them the tools, the insights.
The deep dive, so to speak.
Now it's up to them to imagine what comes next in Cole and Shaylin's Jurassic Park love story.
That's right.
Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you next time for another deep dive.
Until next time, for another deep dive.